Evening, everybody. This is Dr. Hack, and I thought we'd take a minute today to learn how to pinpoint a weakness in a player. Now, this information that I'm about to give you can be used for the forces of good, for the betterment of all mankind, or it can be used for the forces of evil to crush somebody. I'm not going to tell you what kind of superhero you are. But here's what you need. So we are over on openingtree.com. It is a free to use website. And what this website does is it pulls games in from chess.com or Elite Chess into a database. So you can look at these from the top down. Okay? And I had a player send me his screen name and said, make whatever video you want. And so I have permission to do this, right? He's not going to get too angry that I'm showing his weakest moments on the internet. He asked for this, right? Be careful what you ask for. All right. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to pull in the white games first. Okay. And we're just going to look at just the rapid games, if there are any, and just from August. And what that should do is that should find all those rapid games on chess.com and put them right in front of us here. Okay, now I'm going to do this for my profile as well. Okay, I'm not going to make this one-sided. You get to see his weakness, but then you get to see how I did too. I think that's only fair. So here is his results. And the thing that's jumping off the page at me, right, and it should be jumping off the page at you too, is that he wins a ton, right? These are just the games where he played as white. And so he won 32 out of 40 games when his opponent played, or when he played d4 as white. And he lost 6 and he drew 1. And his e4, he didn't do quite as well. You can actually hover over this and you can see his average opponent was rated 986 there, and his performance rating was 1259. That means that he's playing people that are significantly lower rating than he is at the moment. And that's, if you go back to my video on rating manipulation and how ratings work, you'll notice that this score, this 82.5% score, if that was a 75% score, that's where he's exactly 200 points above his average opponent. That's what the rating system was designed for. When you go above 75%, you're taking more risk, more significant risk for the reward that you're getting. And that's usually not helpful for your rating, to go beyond 75%. So the first thing I notice is that he should play higher rated players. That's okay. And we don't spot a weakness here yet, right? Because it's very difficult for a lower rated player to show a higher rated player their weakness. We better look at the black pieces then, huh? Let's go back here. And let's go Elite Chess. Let's go chess.com. And let's look at the black pieces. Rated only, rapid. Just August, right? And here we go. And he has played 55 games as well with black in a very equal distribution. We found a weakness, guys. Okay, so the first thing we notice, the first thing that jumps off the page is when white plays e4. Actually, let me flip this upside down for you guys. When white plays e4, he's winning 29 games out of 37. That's really good, right? That's the same about the same percentage as he was getting as white. And as black, you're not supposed to win quite as much. It's harder to play black. You get to go second. 81%, pretty good. But still above that 75, he needs to play higher rated guys. But now look at these. These are lower rated opponents showing him that he is weak in this area. That's hard to do. And they did it, right? That means he is significantly worse against the 1d4 openings with black. And significantly worse against, knight f3 in the amateur ranks is just a d4 opening in disguise. So we can expect that this is where he can make the biggest move forward in his ability level if you're using this for the forces of good. And this is where you would crush him if you were playing against him in a match. Now we could dive into this and we could look at this specifically and we could say, where is he losing the most? He is weak to the London system. Very, very weak to the London system. And let's check out, this is a weird move. Why is he losing this game? Because he hangs a knight on move 2. Okay, and he's winning these other ones. Now I want to see if any of these go, this one can't go into a London, so I want to see if this one eventually transposes into a London. And somehow he won this even though it was a London. It did. Look at this. And you know what? Oh, he had to go there. Okay, so he's lost significant material in the opening again on the London system. So if I were you and I was playing white against this guy, I would play the London system all day, every day. I'd go learn it. It's not that hard to learn. Wow. Didn't expect to find that big of one. Okay. As promised, let's switch over and let's look at my recent games. I've already got these loaded up. And these are all the games that I played in the series climbing to 2300. And you can see something very similar to this guy that we just looked at, and that is I am winning a ton, right? And it's because my performance, my actual ability level is maybe a little bit above the 2200 mark where I was sitting at, at first. I'm not scoring quite 75%, but it's close, right? My performance on the white pieces was 2300. And I don't spot a significant weakness there if I drill into it, right? I'm supposed to be winning more with white than I am with black, and it looks like I am in every case. This was the one where I had the most trouble, but I also only had 2 games there, so it's hard to figure out whether that's actually a problem. And then when you go over to D4, when you go over to black, I actually did quite okay here too, because as a 2300 player, if you win half of your games with black, you're probably doing okay. You score a lot more draws. This one we're performing at 2300 still, and my opponents were very high rated. And this one they played knight to f3. They were a little bit lower rated, but I had a little more trouble with it as well. And then d4 I had about, average performance, 24. So all in all, pretty good. I don't see any major weaknesses there for me because I don't really have enough games to show. It might show up here, actually. I might have to take a look at that later. But we'll see. I hope this helps somebody. I really do. You guys take care and have a good one. Bye now.